cold, wintry day here, and we're warming up the house, baking some cookies. We're going to bake the shortbread cookie today. This recipe, oh, that buttery flavor, it's so good. What you're going to need, and I highly recommend a good quality butter, is a stick and a half of soft, room temperature butter. I'm going to show you how easy this can be. Within 20 minutes, it seems like you can have warm cookies. Stick and a half. Okay. Ooh, my hands. That butter is definitely soft. And a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And it's pure vanilla extract. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it a little bit here before I put the dry mix in. Just a little. Now what you should do before you even start this is actually make sure the oven's at 350 degrees. You always want to preheat your oven. So now comes the dry mix. There we go. Oop. Where are you going? Okay. Now, I'm going to blend this until it actually forms a dough. Take a minute to form it all together. I'm going to scrape the sides. I like making little cookies. They're perfect for little kids' hands, and also for that diet-conscious adult, in case you just want one little sweet cookie instead of a great. When you squeeze it, it actually sticks together. But it actually, the pan is almost clean. That's how it starts to, you can kind of tell that it's mixed enough. And, see? And I'm plopping it down on some wax paper. Let me move that out of the way. And what I'm going to do, now notice, it's not sticky on the hands. It's very easy to work with. You will be very, very happy about working with this dough. They're so easy to do for cookie cutters, small kids, anything. I make a little dome, like so. I put another piece of wax paper on top. And you don't really have to do that. That's just how I've always done it. And I'm going to roll it out. Now I say to roll it out to half an inch. And that's what you need to do, because really these cookies do not rise that much. You'll see. The way you cut them is almost the way you're going to come out. So that thickness, you want to keep that crunch to it or a bite to it. You don't want to make them too thin. Like so. I take a glass. I use a little shot glass. Like I said, you can use anything you'd like, but I like making them small. They're cute, and they're easy for kids, and you can throw these in the freezer, and then when you just want one or two, you can take out a couple little ones. If you're having ice cream, it's just great. Okay, now I do put it on a slightly, I'm using pan spray, just ever so slightly. And like I said, you may not have to if your pan's really good. There, just like that. And this is the thickness, nice and thick. I'm just throwing them on there. 1, 2, 3. They're so easy. I don't even worry about trying to get them a certain spread apart. I mean, but you probably need to at least 1 inch. Very easy to work with. I did some Valentine cookies like this to decorate them for Valentine's. And the cookie cutter was, you know, just a medium-sized heart-shaped. And it probably made around 20 of them, 20 cookies. So that kind of gives you an idea. This recipe, or this package I should say, does good with cookie cutters, just the medium size. When they start getting really big, it tends to lose its form a little bit. So, you know, kind of be careful with that around Christmas time, because some of those cookie cutters are huge. Picking it back up. And like I said, notice how easy it is to work with this dough. That's because of all the butter. That's what makes it good. I'm going to try to get this whole package on these 2 cookie sheets. I'm also going to show you how we dip them in chocolate, so you can do some other things with it. Whoop. Maybe my mom can put that one in the oven. That'll help me out. Thank you. Oops. Flopping it up. But those cookies are going to be done in like 7 minutes, and I'm telling you, warm cookies. Everybody's going to come running. The most important thing that I can tell you is make sure you don't do them too thin. That seems to be the only thing that most people do, is that they roll it out too thin. They think it should be paper thin. But it's not. It's not a pie crust. Now these last few, you see, I'm just kind of rolling in a ball, patting it out. To me, it's easier than to roll it. And when you're baking them, you don't even really, just ever so slightly brown on the edge. And really, because there's nothing that needs to be cooked inside, it just needs to set. There's no eggs or anything like that. You want to do this one? That's fine. And that is it. And while those are cooking, I'm going to show you how to dip. Now, I go to the local hobby stores around here, and I buy these little candy wafers. They work great melting them in the microwave. And all you have to do is just remember to do it 30 seconds at a time on high, and stir it in between, and wait till you see these nice chocolate. You just dip the cookies and then you put them in the refrigerator. Oh, they are really yummy. And they're so cute too. There you go. Kind of melting. I use the milk chocolate, but they do have the dark chocolate. And then they have also different kind of flavors and stuff, but I like the milk chocolate personally, and my family does too, so we kind of stick to the usual. These cookies are so good with tea, hot tea, and coffee. You will not be disappointed. You need to try them if you haven't. Okay, now look, you can kind of see how it's melted. It's just, actually I think it's really good. I think it's perfect. And the bowl really is warm, but it's not, you know, where you can't touch it. Now I have put this in a little thing, like a bag, and cut the edge, you know, and try to drizzle it over. And you can do it. I just, you know, I'm always just running around wild. I think it's so much easier and faster just to dip. Here we go. Dip. Look how cute. Look how cute. Like little buttons. So cute. And it's so easy. Just 1, 2, 3. You just have to set them down on wax paper. You are going to be amazed because in the refrigerator when they come out, I mean the whole chocolate and everything, there's probably going to be nothing on that wax paper. It just comes right out. You can do a lot. You can do just a little if you want to do just the edge. You know, however you want to do it. It's so cute. Plop. And even kids can do it. That's what's so much fun. You know? Because there's nothing better than freshly baked cookies. Perfect sizes. These little cookies are so good for like young kids, and then that doesn't spoil their dinner. If they want a quick one right after school. Easy these can be. There we go. And that is how you dip. And now, these just have to go straight into the refrigerator. I'm gonna say another minute. Let me wash my hands. But they are almost done. I want to show you when I pull them out how they still look very light. And because you don't want them brown on top. That's just overcooking them. So, let's see how this is. 30 more seconds. They look really good. They're turning out beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm just going to show you how light they look. They're ever so slightly brown on the bottom. I can tell you that right now. You see how these are ever so slightly brown. That's how you want them. You don't want them any darker. You don't even really have to wait for the edge to get real brown. These have turned out perfectly. And like I said, at this point, I have taken these. You gotta let them cool, okay? Because, you know, if you move them around, they'll break apart. They're really super warm. But you can take these from after you let them cool, put them in the freezer. They'll stay frozen. Probably a good 6 months. You can always have them in Tupperware, then pull them out, let them chocolate or powder sugar them whenever you have people come by. And they're always in my freezer. I've got that other tray in here. I'm going to change the level. But here's the start of them, so you see they're setting beautifully. I'll put those on for just maybe 2 more minutes. But let's see if I can't pull one off. I don't know. They probably need to cool a little bit longer. But I kind of wanted to show you what they look like on the back. There we go. That right there. And those are going to be perfect. But these are so good, and I hope you bake them too. Thanks.